Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Excuse me. What am I gonna do? It's gonna do it again. Anyway, good morning. Let's see if I can get my voice out. Okay, it looks like it's there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee Break with her by Laura Gonzalez. My name is still Laura Gonzalez. Hello, Richard. Hello, Lynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, you need to comment, honey, so I can see it. Otherwise, I don't know who's there. Today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we do oracles. So it's gonna be a all day, all Stacy DeMarco. We have the Gospel of Aradia. We have the Halloween oracle because why not? We have the Elemental Oracle, the Divine Animals Oracle, and last but not least, the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And that's what we have for today. There's a lot of, because it's Wednesday and we're doing oracles, and there's a lot of oracles, and I love her work. And if you didn't catch the podcast on Monday, you should go back and find it. You know, if you are on Insta, on my pinned stories, there are two circles to pin to, I don't know how you call them in English. In Spanish they say historias destacadas. I don't know how you say in English. Full of podcasts. So you can go there and you can find old podcasts. I think I started doing that a year ago. Of course, I've been podcasting for 13. I've been podcasting for 13 years. Oh my God, that's a lot. I've been podcasting for 13 years, and you can find the podcasts, some of them, on my Instagram as well. If not, just go to Facebook and find Lunatic Mondays. And thank you to those watching on the Lunatic Mondays page, because this video also appears there. All right, without further ado, may the Divine Goddess give us the guidance that we need today throughout these oracles. The first card that we have is Extremes. And I'm going to be doing this a lot today. Extremes, hot moon, hot moon. What we've been having here on the Northern Hemisphere is heat, heat, heat. We had a lot of rain yesterday here in Chicago. They say it's the remnants of the hurricane. I don't know if that is true. There is possible, you know. All right, so hot moon. Extremes. Learn how to handle crisis with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There might be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in some way. This too shall pass. And then it has an affirmation. I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. So hot moon, extremes, learn how to handle crisis with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There might be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in some way. This too shall pass. And the affirmation, I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. So this is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And I know, Richard, you said you listened to the podcast. I hope it was kind of timeless, you know, because we recorded that a while ago. And I think the elemental, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think that's when the elemental oracle came out, when we did that interview. I'm so very blessed because I see this artist, right, out of nowhere. Like, I just find the artist, right? Like, I found Stacy's work. And then I reach out to them and I'm like, hey, you wanna be on my show? And they say yes, and I'm like, what? Like when I interviewed oh, what's her name? Ashworth. Um oh my god, I'm blanking on their name. I think the book is still here. Oh, okay, it's only the last name. Scott Cunningham's sisters. Christine Ashworth. Same thing, the book came out and I'm like, that is Scott Cunningham's sister? And I'm like reaching out like, hey, would you like to be on my podcast? And then she said yes, which is amazing. So anyway, let's see what this is, the Elemental Oracle, which is when this one came out that I invited Stacy DeMarco. I think, Richard, was it that what we talk about, or was it the animals? I think it was both. I don't remember because we recorded that so long ago. And I'm asking Richard because I know he listened to it. I don't remember what we talked, because we've done a couple. Christine Ashworth is Scott Cunningham's sister. Yes, that's why she wrote the book about Scott Cunningham's life. That's his sister, his little sister. All right, let's see what the Elemental Oracle has for us today. And then I tell you about the interview that has the more starstruck I've ever been on an interview on a podcast. Stay tuned. Let's see. We have Cave. Cave. And let's see what's the message from the cave. Protection. Protection. You are loved and protected in your endeavors. Know yourself. Taking silent time is good for your mental health. Retreating after periods of extreme hard work is positive. Be embraced by nature. So the card is Cave, Protection. You are loved and protected in your endeavors. Know yourself. Taking silent time is good for your mental health. Retreat after periods of extreme hard work is positive. Be embraced by nature. So that's the message of the cave. To go in and to withdraw. I saw somebody come into the live. Chiquatli and Samson. Chiquatli and Samson, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to tell you guys about this Tezcatlicpoca workshop that is happening here in Chicago on July 28th. We are so close to it happening. I still have 4 tickets to join at the discounted price at the early bird. So early bird is $75. There are 4 tickets available. If you don't buy those tickets now, they're going to go to full price, which is $100. And it's going to be a huge workshop. We're going to be talking about what is Tezcatlipoca? What is this concept, right? What does it mean? What did it mean for the Mexica Tenochca people? Then we're going to talk about shadow work and what is shadow work and why it's important that we do that kind of work and how it ties to Tezcatlipoca. Then we're going to talk about ancestors' work, right? And how your ancestors play a part and all of that. And then we're going to talk about divination. And we're going to do some very important divination practices, and it's going to be such a complete workshop because I'm putting like a whole bunch of things together, just one of the very many aspects of the Tezcatlipoca. So that workshop is going to be on July 28th here in Pilsen. Well, there in Pilsen. That's why people think I live in Pilsen, because I always say here in Pilsen. I don't live in Pilsen, but nonetheless, I work in Pilsen. And I do a lot of stuff in Pilsen and Little Village. Hello, Tortas de Papa. And so this Tezcatlipoca workshop, you still can get discounted tickets at $75. Normal regular price for a 4-hour workshop is $100. Yes, you can still get the early bird ticket. You can still get the early bird ticket. And hit me up because you get a Calpulli discount. So hit me up directly so I can give you a Calpulli discount. I'm sorry, the Calpulli members get a Calpulli discount because they're Calpulli members. So yeah. So we're going to talk Tezcatlipoca, ancestors, shadow work, and divination. All of that together on a 4-hour workshop. And at the end of the workshop, you go home with your very own ritualized obsidian mirror. So it is an amazing, amazing, amazing workshop. I'm very proud of it, and I hope you can join us. Tortas de Papa, I hope you join us. Hit me up for the special discount. All right, let's see what the Halloween Oracle has for us today. Why am I using the Halloween Oracle? Why not? Because it's my channel and I do what I want. The graveyard. The graveyard. The graveyard. Unnecessary fear. The graveyard. Oh my God. Okay. All right. And it reads, pull this card and know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. Very interesting information. The stones, they mark the eternal resting place, yet the spirits, they are walking and they are ready for the chase. So the fear, unnecessary fear. Pull this card and know that your fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. The stones, they mark the eternal resting place. Yet the spirits, they are walking and they are ready for the chase. That is the message of the Halloween Oracle. And yeah, fears. Who doesn't have fears? Fear could be your friend, you know. Fear sometimes is telling us about things, places, or situations where we need to pay attention and make sure that our well-being is prioritized. But sometimes, because we're human, sometimes we fear a little too much things that we shouldn't fear. And that's where anxiety comes. And I know, because sometimes anxiety grabs me and it's like, ugh, when is this gonna go away? So don't you think that anxiety or fear or these kinds of things don't happen to people that are spiritual or leaders in their community, or because I'm a priestess so I don't have anxiety? Like, no. No. Your job and the things that you do, they do affect your behavior, but they don't diminish your humanity. You're still a flawed human, right? And with those flaws and qualities, very human, you bring that to your ministry. You bring that to the work that you do, because like I think I will trust better a flawed leader or teacher or minister or whatever than one that tells me that everything is perfect and that they are perfect and that they don't have any fears or anxieties or insecurities. I'll be like, is you human? Because no, being spiritual or being learned or being educated doesn't take away your humanity. And part of our humanity is fear. And sometimes, like the card said, unnecessary fears, right? Sometimes we're fearing things that are not existent. So it's about, learning to trust yourself and allowing the emotion to pass through you, but not to stay within you. And then to um, stay on the vibration of gratitude. That's what has worked for me. To be grateful even for those moments of fear, like, okay, I'm thankful for this moment of fear and anxiety because it taught me to pay attention to this and that. And then now with gratitude I move forward, but it's hard work, and it's hard work that you do every day. And therein lies the mystery. So the Tezcatlicpoca, having that connection. Just saying. Okay, the next oracle, Divine Animals Oracle. Let's see which animal decides to come for us today. Ooh, the elephant. What does it say here? Leadership. We're just talking about leadership. The elephant. Leadership. Ooh, look at that white hair flying over there. Okay, leadership. Number 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Leadership. And it reads, can you see the elephant? The elephant. Elephant. Un elephant. Leadership. There is time to step forward and lead, and it is now. Be the leader in your own life. If you want something achieved, take the lead yourself. Be the example that others will follow. Do not lead by force, but instead by inspiration. So the cards are reading me. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? And that came from the card of fear, right? But this is exactly what I say. Guys, you cannot make this shit up. You just cannot make this up. Let me read it again because this is cool. It's like the card is, repeating like, oh, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said. That's so amazing. Elephant, leadership. There is a time to step forward and lead, and it is now. Be the leader in your own life. If you want something achieved, take the lead yourself. Be the example that others will follow. Do not lead by force, but instead by inspiration. And that's the difference, I guess, because there are people who lead by unattainable standards, and those are not leaders. Those are cult leaders. Ugh. Richard says, I got over the fear and I did the thing. It is the thing that I think you did. It is the same thing that I know that you were going to do. Is that thing? Is that the thing? I'm so happy for you, whatever the thing is. I'm happy for you. And yeah, that is so important. Yes, all right. All right. Congrats, my friend. Congrats. So, I want to tell you something. Um, we're going to skip the moon ceremony this month because nobody signed up for it. It is what it is. It's summer. People are busy. Nobody signed up for the moon ceremony. It's okay. It's okay. So that gives me a day off. It gives me Saturday to continue my research and continue my education and work on some other projects, etc., etc., etc. But what is still going on, because there are people who are signed up already, and I hope you and you and you and you and you too and you sign up for the Citlalinicue class, the Decolonizing the Goddess class. We're going to talk about Citlalinicue. And I know I say this about all the classes, right? That every time I do a research, I think this is going to be the best class ever. Thank you, Goddess, because if that feeling is going to continue in my life, then I'm going to die the best teacher that I could ever been. Um, but this class on Citlalinicue, I was telling the people in the Calpulli yesterday, it got me crying. The research got me crying. All these goddesses, all these entities, all these teteos, they personifies so many beautiful things about nature, and it is about our very intimate connection with nature. And because we're human and we live on 2024, we think that we're not connected to nature, and that's why everything is going to crap. But we are so connected to nature, to one another. And the myths of Citlalinicue, one of the myths is precisely about that diversity and connection and abundance and existence, you know. And so it's beautiful. So I really hope that you all join us to the Decolonizing the Goddess class on Goddess Citlalinicue the Stars Goddess. She's the stars. She's the Milky Way, and she's it. She's it. She's the goddess, capital D. Um, and that is going to happen on Sunday at 7 p.m. If you cannot attend the class live, you will get the recording right after. So you have to sign up. So I have your email. You have to sign up through Eventbrite. And if you cannot attend the class live, then you can watch it later when the recording is available to you, which is usually the very same night, because I stay up and I, you know, upload the video and all that. So I hope you join us. We have so far 4 people sign up for the class. I hope we get more people sign up for the class. It's $30 and it's still a very accessible and affordable price for people. Okay, our last oracle for today is the Gospel of Aradia oracle, speaking of the goddess. And let's see what the message is today. Thank you, goddess. Ooh, this feels very personal because you know I work with Goddess Fortuna. And it's the card of fortune. Oof, 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 oof. I didn't mean to hijack the session, guys. Fortune, 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 fortune. Listen, open your ears and open your spirit, because this message comes with an extra hump. Prepare for a positive change of fortune. A run of bad luck will end. Know the difference between chance and action. You can change your luck. Be prepared. When fortune meets opportunity, success results. I wish for me a coin of gold. Lady Fortuna, please give to me. I pray to you to change my luck. Fortune's favorite I will be. I already am. All hard to woo, Fortuna smiles, her sweetest and most complicated one. Or expectations not premeditated. We cannot trust that her gift will come. But the more you practice gratitude, the more she smiles at you. I'm telling you, because I've been a Fortuna devotee for like a decade now. more than that, we're actively practicing like a decade. I know she's been with me my whole life. But that's a story for another day. And why is everybody so quiet over there? And don't leave only Richard the responsibility to chat with me, guys. Poor Richard is the only one always answering. So Fortuna is her name, Fortune. Prepare for a positive change of fortune. A run of bad luck will end. Know the difference between change and action. You can change your luck. Be prepared. When fortune meets opportunity, success results. Now here comes a little spell. So let's do it together, okay? I read and you repeat on your mind. I wish for me a coin of gold. Lady Fortuna, please give to me. I pray to you for change to change my luck. Fortune's favorite I will be. Oh, hard to woo, Fortuna smiles, her sweetest and most complicated one. Our expectations not premeditated. We cannot trust that her gift will come. But she will favor us because we are her favorite children. And that's that. So anyway, I will see you all on Sunday at the Citlalinicue, Decolonizing the Goddess class, Citlalinicue the Stars Goddess. I will see you all at the Tezcatlicpoca workshop that will happen on July 28th. And I will see you all Friday here on the coffee break. And until we meet again, never forget that you are what? You are what? You are loved. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Facebook.